What's up, podcaster? It's Ben here from Podcast Pros with a podcast hosting review. Today, we're talking all about Blubrry. Blubrry was one of the original podcast hosting providers, and it is still a fantastic choice for podcasters today, and it might be perfect for you and your show, and this video will help you figure that out. We're going to break down Blubrry based on 3 categories, the first being features, second being price, and third being ease of use. And if at any point you're sold on Blubrry and you want to try them out for yourself, be sure to use the link in the description box or the pinned comment. You'll get yourself a free month trial of Blubrry for doing so. Each category is going to be scored out of 10 for a total possible points of 30. Let's get right into features. As mentioned before, Blubrry is one of the original podcast hosting providers, so they're a very trusted and reputable name within the podcast hosting space. But what really makes Blubrry a very compelling choice for podcasters still today is their integration with WordPress websites. Every one of Blubrry's podcast hosting plans comes with a WordPress website. So what that means is that you're actually building your podcast's website through WordPress. So this allows you to have way more customization and features built into your website, especially when compared to other podcast hosting website options that are out there. So if you're comfortable and familiar with building websites on WordPress, this is a huge pro for you because of all the features and customization that it allows you to have. All plans also include a custom embeddable podcast player, which makes it very easy to embed specific podcast episodes onto website pages. All plans also include phone and email support as well as unlimited bandwidth. So what you get more of as you pay for the more expensive plans is more storage, and that dictates how much content you can be posting on a monthly basis. And Blubrry's cheapest plan gives you 100 megabytes of storage per month. Luckily, audio files aren't huge, but 100 megabytes is not a lot, so a lot of people are going to have to opt for their more expensive plans. When you see the monthly storage included in your Blubrry hosting plan, that number is for new content each month, meaning that previous episodes will not count towards that storage number for the month. Another Blubrry feature we love is that all plans include professional podcast statistics. So regardless of which plan you opt for, you're going to have the same access to your stats. So those are all Blubrry's core features. But again, what really makes them so unique is the integration with WordPress, because having a WordPress website gives you access to all the WordPress plugins and different features that you can build into your website. So with all that, we gave Blubrry a 7 out of 10, a very solid score, but it wasn't higher because of how reliant it is on WordPress. It's just another thing that you have to learn. So it's great if you know it. It's a little more difficult if you don't. Moving on to price now, their cheapest plan comes in at $12 per month, and their most popular plan comes in at $20 per month. Their most popular plan is what they call their medium plan, and this gives you 250 megabytes of monthly storage. A lot of shows will be fine staying under that 250, but if you do need more, you will have to pay for it. Blubrry also offers what they call their pro hosting solution, which gives you unlimited storage, and they say it's perfect for people looking to start podcast networks or multiple shows. Because I think that a lot of shows will be over 100 megabytes per month, meaning that you can't opt for their cheapest plan, I'm really setting this based off of their medium tier plan, and that's why I gave them a score of 7 out of 10. A very affordable pricing option, especially if you love WordPress, but a lot of people are going to have to opt for the medium or above to get that necessary storage for their show. So 7 out of 10 is a very solid score, but if you are familiar and love WordPress, the fact that you get a WordPress website for free with your podcast hosting could really improve that value if you do fall into that camp. But since I'm not a huge WordPress guy, I gave it a 7 out of 10, solid value. So now moving on to ease of use. Because of how tightly connected Blubrry is to WordPress websites, the ease of use of Blubrry really comes down to the ease of use of WordPress. So if you're comfortable and familiar with WordPress and you love it, it could be a 10 out of 10 for you. But for me, I was a newbie to website building, and WordPress had a pretty steep learning curve. Luckily, it's a very popular product, and there are a ton of YouTube tutorials out there, but it is definitely not as straightforward and easy to use as some of the other podcast hosting website options and podcast hosts in general. There's a lot more that you have to learn, but with that gives you a lot more freedom, creativity, and flexibility. So WordPress and Blubrry in general are definitely not impossible to use, and there are a ton of tutorials and support out there to help you use these products, but there is a steeper learning curve than other ones out there. And for that reason, we gave them a 7 out of 10 when it comes to ease of use. So overall, we scored Blubrry a 21 out of 30, a very solid score. But if you're someone who loves WordPress and you love all the customization and features that it gives you, it may make Blubrry a 30 out of 30 and a perfect option for you. It really depends on your situation, your willingness to learn WordPress, or what you already know. And if you are one of those people who it's perfect for, be sure to use the link in the description box or the pinned comment, and you'll get yourself a free month trial of Blubrry and all of its services. I want to hear from you. Are you going with Blubrry? Yes or no? Why or why not? Let me know in the comment section down below. And if you're still shopping around for podcast hosting solutions, be sure to watch one of these videos that are about to pop up. I'll see you in the next one.